guitar for Flakjacket. Hey, I'm Alex Hyatt, vocalist for Flakjacket.
How you doing, guys? What have you been up to?
Oh, dude, we've been playing a lot of shows. We played 7 shows in the last 5 weeks.
Nice.
So we're tired.
Tired. I've seen your MySpace, your schedule. I follow you guys quite a bit. They're not all local shows either. You guys kind of wander around quite a bit. Up in Albany, Troy, Lake George, Queensbury. How does that work with the two of you guys living so far apart? Are they mixed up enough where maybe Liam would travel farther one day and then you would travel the next?
It really depends on the part of the year, because some parts of the year I'll be driving down there more. Some parts of the year he drives up here more. And a lot of the time we're in between. So
the worst, to be honest with you, is when we have a show in Glens Falls on Friday and somewhere down there on Saturday, because we tend to like
because you both work.
Right.
Yeah, and we drink the Kool-Aid. You know
Kool-Aid.
what I mean? So
Kool-Aid.
Friday night, that Kool-Aid, I'm all sugared up Saturday morning. Then I gotta go play again.
You guys, the season's coming up for you guys too, for the Village too, right? You guys are playing a lot in Lake George.
Yeah. We're doing. Next weekend we actually have 2 shows. We're playing the Bayou in Albany. It's one of those weekends. Then we're coming up here Saturday to play Uno as a duo.
Nice.
And then we actually took like about a month off. To be honest with you,
you've got some big news.
What's that?
We got some big news for next month.
Ooh, what's
huge
next?
news?
Yeah, I mean, you're not really taking the month off. You got some shows. You're preparing, probably mentally, maybe. I mean, what do you?
Well, we're going into Eddie Road for 4 days, and it's all business. It's 10 or 12 days of recording, and then 2 or 3 hours of drinking.
Cool. In that order?
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
But so we decided by design to take after May 8th and 9th about 3 weeks to get ready. Most of the songs are worked out. The lyrics are pretty much done. Liam's got to leave some holes in the studio so that we can put solos in that we may not put in a live show in there. So we're going to be meeting probably every weekend up to going into Eddie Road to really work out the kinks.
Eddie Road, is this? Where was your last CD recorded? Angels and Fireflies.
Eddie Road.
Eddie Roads. That thing sounded absolutely incredible.
We can't wait. This is going to be a full record.
Now this time around, I know it was a little talk with you guys. You weren't sure how you were going to approach it, what you were going to do, or who you were going to have produce or record. And then you two just kind of got together and you said, you know what, that last CD was so freaking incredible. We're just, it doesn't matter. This is what it's going to be the next time. Where did that come from?
Well, it was really, the decision came out of just knowing that if we go to see Mark and record with Mark again, we know that we'd be satisfied with the end product. Any place else that we've considered is sort of a gamble, really, because with local recording, you never know what you're going to get, really.
Yep.
And we've been happy with pretty much any recording we've ever done, but it really comes down to what the project is. For an acoustic demo, there's some great places around here to go, but for a full-length CD like this, we really couldn't think of a better place to go than Eddie Road with Mark.
Close out Crash Studio with the boys on the couch. Anything what I'd like to talk about really quick before we close out, and we're going to hear Hagfish before everybody leaves, just so you guys know, is the new album, and it's going to be Almost Always Never.
That's right.
Yeah, I got it. We got some kick-ass CD art coming for this CD. The thought behind the artwork, has that been a collaboration, or?
I'd say it was really Alex's idea. He's had this idea for quite some time.
Yep.
We just never really had the opportunity to use it because Angels and Fireflies the angel photo really worked for us on that one. And this photo was actually considered for the first album before we really came up with the full concept of it.
Yeah.
And
you're good,
just,
dude.
As a band, it kind of encompasses what, sort of.
Yeah,
there's so many images and so many ways you could go with that. I was actually treated to a sneak peek of the album art today on my cell phone on my way to work, and I spent the entire day looking at it, trying to figure it out. And I thought, and I was going back and forth. Now I didn't want to. I text him back with something that was wrong, but I tell you, it provokes so many different images.
Well, I know that one thing that Liam and I definitely have in common is and are bands that somehow capture some kind of feel with artwork as well as music. For instance, Tool, Led Zeppelin. And I know I'm talking about icons, and we have nothing to do with those icons, but that's what we aspire to. I aspire to have artwork surrounding the music that makes you feel like you want to hear the music. And what we struggle with sometimes, and this is what we get a lot, and that's why we use very feminine artwork with what is a masculine name, if you ask me. Flakjacket. People are always like, oh, it's military, it's heavy. And so we try to balance that with feminine images, and I think that our music falls somewhere in between there. And I should say, Liam was pretty much the conceptual guy for Angels and Fireflies. I mean, I designed it, but he found the images. He found that great image of the little girl with angel wings on, with the halo, and that was all him. So, without really talking about it, I think we've kind of come to an agreement that it's my turn to kind of come up with this one.
This CD into the studio, Edie Rhodes, the end of May. At that point, what's the time frame to actually having something in your hands? Usually, I don't know what that process entails.
Yeah, we were not in a real big hurry to put it out, but I would say by fall.
Fall.
It's kind of our tentative goal, but it doesn't necessarily have to be out at that point.
And I'll tell you what, I say this every time I'm on here, and it means a lot to us that all these people are here to do this show for two people who just like playing music, and that's what we're about. So thank you.
And I think that's why you've always been one of the favorites on the station with all the fans and everything too. Is it shows that you just love what you do. It isn't about all the political or money or anything like that. Although that's a nice bonus, but you really seem to enjoy when it all comes.
Do you know what when we play shows, Max? We make upwards of about $60 or $70 each. Can you believe that?
That is good
usually
money.
Usually we get like free quesadillas too. So I mean, it's like unreal when you get to our level.
When you get to your level,
sometimes extra sour cream. Sometimes
they'll throw spent chicken wings at us for free. Seriously, at the end of the show, they're like, all these wings, take them home in a 5-gallon. Man,
you talked to me before about some of your ideas of where I think you guys could be going. But what's your plans for this CD and your next? Okay, shut up, Ken. What's your goal for the next 2 years? Where do you want to be in 2 to 3 years?
Well, we can't talk about it much. We've had some label interest.
Yeah.
We're not so sure we're stoked about that, but we're really interested in the publishing.
What do you guys got for us? Anything you want to say on parting words?
Thank you so much for hanging out.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, we're going to do a song called Born to Laugh. Sing 5,000 more, and actions speak louder than words. I'm on the killing floor.
This is Max from RadioUgly.com.
This is DW.
We're in Crash Studio. That was a great segment with Flakjacket, Liam, and Alex. Guys, how do you think that went?
Great.
You had a good time?
I did.
Good time? Alex?
Extremely happy with hanging out here.
The man with the
Extremely
shades.
happy.
The man with the shades.
Hacky. You invited us to Edie Rhodes Studio.
Yeah.
Yes, when is that?
May 30th?
I wouldn't tell
31st?
everybody. You didn't invite everybody, did you?
Come on out.
The more the better, right?
Come on out.
All right. Can't wait for the new CD, which is titled
Almost Always Never.
Yeah. Nice.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in. RadioUgly.com.
Radio Ugly. Peace.